Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. Empties! This is my empties, my trash talk for the month of September 2022. So yeah, I went back to this bag because I think I ripped the other green one that I had the rainbow wording on. So, I don't think I did as well this month. I definitely was lacking in skincare, which is one of the reasons why when I heard my subscriber Myrna talk about doing a mask a day, and I'm all, yeah, let's do that. So, the first things I'm going to go over with my empties for the month is going to be the samples, the taste tests that I did. And the first one is Brainiac Mega Apple, and it's got packed with brain nutrients such as omega-3s and choline, C-H-O-L-I-N-E, choline. 45 calories, 12 carbohydrates, 1 fiber, 11 sugars, basically little to no fat. It was interesting. Probably would have been nicer if I put it in the refrigerator, but I didn't think about that. So, I do have coupons. I probably will never use them. It was an interesting experiment. I really, other than the lack of sugary taste, very mild, no cinnamon scent or flavor or anything to it, it was applesauce. So overall, no added sugars. I think I'll skip. The next taste test during the month was Fortifex. I only kept 2 of the wrappers, and that is the peanut butter and the honey almond, but I did eat all 4 of the samples that came in the pouch, only because there was so much, it was so warm during that time that there was a lot of chocolate residue left on there, and I didn't want to put that in my empties bags and attract ants or anything like that. So I really liked the Fortifex protein bars, 20 grams of protein and only 3 of sugars. And I know it's marketed for the athletics field, the gym rats, the, people that do long hikes and long running stints, etc. But I also thought about it in terms of being a diabetic, that because the sugars are so low and the protein is so high, that it was really, something very good as a meal replacement, because it was a hefty 260 calories, and these were chunky. I mean, they were heavy, so they were kind of chunky. And they were good. All of the flavors were good. But I looked up the price. It's about $42 a box of, I think, 12 bars. Usually it's not a mix of bars. It's usually like one flavor. And I can get Quest protein bars for about $25. True, they're more of an addition rather than a full meal replacement. But yeah, $42 for a box. That's just a little bit too hefty of a price for me. So, the next thing that we have is an item that I'm actually going to declutter. And this is an ROC Multi-Correction 5-in-1 Daily Moisturizer with Sunscreen and SPF 30. This is the fancy stuff. This is heavy. It is 1.7 ounces or 50 mil. And I started this in August. And the problem was, it expired July of 2020. And I just started it now in August of 2022. And as I got into it, I noticed that there was a clagginess, for lack of a better term, almost like cottage cheese, milky water. There's a clagginess to it. It isn't as creamy and smooth. And I felt that after I started using it, that my face would be peeling. I would use it at night, and the face would be peeling the next morning, that you'd actually have little bits of skin peeling off. And I use micellar water and toner before I go to bed. So this was the only thing that could have done that. And so this is technically a declutter in the midst of my empties. It is still pretty full, but I think it's gone bad, or that because it is 2 years expired. This is why we need to use the fancy stuff. This is why that if you do have full size, you really need to make an effort to use them, and instead of saving them for a rainy day or letting them sit in a bin somewhere. So that was a good lesson for me. We're going to go ahead and go for the flat goods next. Because of the toner and the micellar water that I've been using for cleansing, and that is a little... Oh, hi. Hi. Are you coming to visit? Here. You come say hi? Hi. Yeah. Say hi. It's Dara. You already had treatsies. Yeah. You just... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Say hi, Dara. Alright. I've gone through a lot of the cotton pads. I think I picked this up at the grocery store. There was only 80 in it, and I've used them. I think the next batch I got was from Amazon, and there was 100 in that pack. So there is that one. No, you don't need to play with it. Next, we're going to go for the flat goods. My Spa Life, the peppermint and spearmint and tea tree oil foot sakis to help condition and soften, and nice little treatment for your feet. So foot mask. I really recommend these. You leave them on for about a half an hour. You just cut them open, insert foot, and kick your feet up while you're watching Netflix and chill. So it's a nice treat for your feet. I do recommend them. The next item is Tony Moly's I Am Cactus Purifying Mask. And this comes to me from Miss Sandy, from Sandy's Books and Beauty for the Ages. I had won a giveaway from her of a 3-in-1 novel by B.J. Ward, and she threw in some masks along with it. I love Tony Moly masks as much as I do the Creme Shop and Esfolio. Nothing smelled like cactus per se, but it was a nice mask, and I had fun wearing it, so thank you, Sandy. The next odd item is Thayer's toner. I got this in my Walmart beauty box, and at first I thought it was just an advertisement, but it peeled open to reveal a little saturated pad. It's their rose petal scented facial toner, and I have their facial mist in rose from Thayer's. The only thing odd about it was the little pad itself. It wasn't a cotton pad. It almost felt like Tyvek, or the same material you see in some types of packaging. So it was a weird textural feel to it, but the toner itself was lovely. Next item is a cooling rose facial mask, and this comes to me from Miss Kiki of Kiki's Cracker Jack box. She and I had done a box swap, friendship box, of shopping Miss A from the website. And this was one of the items that she gave me because she knows I love rose scent. So thank you, Kiki. The next item is a Kala Revitalizing Collagen Essence Mask. And this one actually comes from me from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. And again, in friend mail. And it was a nice little mask. Collagen is always good inside and out. It's good for your face. It's good for your insides. It's good for your hair, etc., etc. So this was a nice mask. So thank you, Mary Catherine. The next item was by Holika Holika, and it was a watermelon sheet mask. This stuff had so much extra serum that 2 days later I was still putting the excess on my face, my neck, my arms, and I know it's the same amount as a lot of other masks, 0.84 fluid ounces, more than 3/4 of an ounce in here, but it just seemed to go on forever. It was a saturated mask, and again, I could use the excess serum 2 days later, completely, drenching myself practically, my face, my neck, and my arms in this stuff. So I really do recommend this. If you see this, I think I picked it up at Target in a Target haul earlier in the year. So Holika Holika, watermelon mask. Next item came to me from an Amazon Prime haul, Prime Day haul, and it's a Facery mask. It is a Be Bright BU gold foil mask, and I did that just sitting on the couch one day. Not really feeling much of myself with it, but yeah, I love the Facery stuff. I don't know why I don't have a subscription to this company. They do have a face mask subscription, maybe with the new year. Next mask was a hand and nail glove. So it's a hand mask that you put the little gloves on. These do not tape closed, so they were sort of open-ended. So there was more serum that was kind of splooching out the top, and I just rubbed it up and down my arms. But again, it has a nice rose scent. Gee, we see a theme here. So if anybody doesn't like rose, send it my way, except soap bars. I've got like 3 or 4 rose soap bars, which I'll probably never use. The next items was Grace and Stella, 2 sets of the eye masks, again from Amazon Prime. Why? Because I can't get out and drive, and Amazon delivers it right to my door. So I always like their gold eye masks, so I did 2 of those. Also in the eye mask category was Kibbella. This comes in a 3-pack, and I did 2 of the sets out of the 3. I really enjoy the Grace and Stella ones because though they're technically, I think, called hydrogel, they're very, very different from the Grace and Stella ones. They're more cloth-like. They stay on for a half an hour, not just 5 or 10 minutes. And they stay there. They really do. You can get up and do your laundry, do the cat box, whatever it is you have to do, these things are going to stay in place. So I do recommend them, and I believe I purchased these from Target. So that's pretty much the flat goods. We're getting into some of the more bulky items. There was a Bolero body wash, watermelon and beach rose. Dollar Tree. I do not recommend this product in any way, shape, or form. I like a lot of the Bolero skincare items. I use their makeup wipes. I love their sheet masks. But the body wash, it's just barely thicker than water. I mean, when you do this, it just sloshes back and forth. It didn't smell like watermelon. It didn't smell like rose. It didn't lather. I think I ended up washing my hair scrunchies in it, honestly. I had to use it up somehow. There's still another one, I think, in the shower right now, a different scent, and it's just, they're not worth it. They're not even worth the $1.25. So I do not recommend this one. This one gets a thumbs down. Seriously, don't waste your money on this stuff. The next item was a Simple Green or Simple Micellar Cleansing Water, somehow from Amazon. I bought it because I thought it was a cute size and I wanted to give it a try for this brand, but it ended up being the British version of it. So there's a whole bunch of, Union Jack on the back of it over here, and Colour spelled with C-L-O-U-R, Colour, instead of color, C-O-L-O-R. So I know my Canadian subscribers are going to give me shit about that. But also some micellar waters, you can see the difference in the levels that have to be shaken up. This one did not. It did its job. It was for sensitive skin. Would I get it again? Probably not. But it was fun to try, and I started it in August and finished it in September. Let's see. The next item actually started in July, and this was from Wonder Beauty online. It was the Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Essence Ultra Deep Technology. This has such a neat feel to the case. Just the little design was enough to play with. Sorry about that. Not really squeezy. It is a fairly hard, but the hyaluronic acid is fairly liquid anyway. Not as liquid as apparently as the Bolero body wash, but it was something new and different that I got from the Wonder Beauty haul that I did. But it had expired in February, and I didn't start it until July. But for hyaluronic acid, in this particular case, there was no consistency issues, there were no performance issues, and it did a good job. It did have a scent that was very different than, say, the brand The Ordinary, which that hyaluronic acid basically has no scent other than the mildest scent of skincare. This one definitely had a scent. It wasn't completely off-putting. I do like the feel of the container, so that kind of balanced things out. Alright, next up is 2 eyeliners. An NYX deep blue eyeliner. I have used it up completely down to the barest little nub. Will I get it again? Yes, I will. However, I don't think it performs as well as my Maybelline that I get, the Unstoppable Black. It is creamier, so if you like that, this is good. I find it usable, workable, I'll buy it again. But I don't think it is as good as my Maybelline Unstoppable Black eyeliner. The next item was a T.E.A. Bengal Green, and this was a, let's see, felt tipped liner in green. The lid came off in my makeup bag and it dried out and bent, so I re-bent it, but there really isn't any eyeliner left in it. I did like its performance when I did get to use it, but when I went to use it, I probably used it more than a dozen times, and when I went to go reach for it again recently, I was like, oh, it's bent. So here's another reason why you should go through all of your skincare items, your beauty items, your toiletries. This is a hand spray, a quick dry antibacterial hand spray from the Bath & Body Works in Sun Ripened Raspberry. I've had this at work. Probably I brought it earlier this year when I was cleaning out my toiletry drawers in my closet. And I thought, oh, that would be nice to take to work rather than just having the usual 70% isopropyl alcohol hand sanitizer. Until I realized it expired in 2002. Not 2022, not 2012, 2002. I think it smelled fine. I think it worked fine. Just because of the percentage of alcohol that was in it. But check your drawers. Check your drawers, check your toiletries, find any place you might have squirreled any sort of cosmetics and toiletries, etc. away. And use it up before it expires. So, next thing was hard candy. This was a third wheel amino-keratin heat protectant shine and strengthen spray. Basically, I used it as a vitamin spray rather than any sort of styling spray. I'd already used its twins that came with it in, was it May's? I want to say it was May's Ipsy bag. But I started using this in August and finished it in September. I don't like the packaging. The color is pretty, but this label keeps wanting to fray and come off, which I find irritating. But I am finding that I do like spray conditioners, spray vitamin sprays for your hair. So that was interesting. Would I get it again? Probably not. But again, I did get another different brand. I think it's Riza with my current Ipsy bag, so as an add-on. So on to the next one. That's the joy for me of using sample size things, is I can always just move on to the next one. Okay, the last 4 or 5 items. I usually have more than these. This is a Tony Moly Watermelon All Dew All Over Serum. Love this stuff. This is probably the second or third one that I've had. I actually have the full size bookmarked on Amazon. I love it. I love the scent of it. I love the feel of it. It is fairly creamy for a serum, but it just smells divine. It really does. The next item is Aero Radiant Skin Moisturizer Revive. I want to say this was Birchbox before they went bibbly on me. It had a scent to it. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't particularly pleasant either, and you're putting it on your face. So I've used it up. Would I get it again? I wouldn't reach for it again. I wouldn't ask for it again. If I got it again, I'd use it. But it was okay. It actually did its job. I just didn't like the smell of it. Next is Relieve It, which I think is like a anti-itch cream or anti-eczema. It doesn't really say anything except see the website. But I believe I got it in, it's very tiny, very, very tiny. I believe I got this in the mystery box that I got from the eczema store, eczema sample store. So use that up, ding, Okay, last two items. We have a Georgette Clinger. I always like that name, Georgette. Wasn't that Mary Tyler Moore? Ted's wife was a Georgette. A vitamin C toner. Being vitamin C, for me and my face, it is a little stingy. Not horrible, but I mean, we're only talking something that's what, half an ounce, 15 mil. So I used it up. Would I reach for it again? Would I ask for it again? Would I buy it? Nope. I'm not a big fan of vitamin C, except maybe in some sheet masks, and even then things can be a little stingy. So, used it up. And the last item, let's see, started this in July. Got this out of, I believe it was Ipsy, Real Chemistry Environmental Rescue Essential Day Cream. This was not bad skincare, like it hadn't expired or anything, but again, there was a clagginess to the cream moisturizer that just reminded me of cottage cheese milk. It was not a creamy smoothness. It didn't feel luxurious. It felt texturized, not quite gritty. There's nothing gritty about it, but that's the word I'm using. There just wasn't a smoothness to it. It's just under 3/4 of an ounce. It's 20 mil. Would I buy it again? No. If I had an add-on, would I use it? Probably I'd use it up, but that's all I can really say about it. And this is really long. All my empties are. And I don't think I did all that much this month. Definitely not in the mask, but I'll make up for it in October because I'm doing #mask-a-day. So there should be a lot more product to go over at the end of October when I do some reviews in the beginning week of November. Yeah, that's it. I feel like I didn't do enough, but I'll probably blow that estimation out of the water for the next month's empties. So this is my empties video. These are what I've emptied during the month of September. This is my trash talk because now all this stuff can go in the trash. So if you stuck around this far, you knew this was coming. Tom Thumb says, please give this video a thumbs up, not a thumbs down. No, not a thumbs down, please. Be positive and give me a thumbs up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for putting up with me and coming back. If you're new to me and have not already subscribed, I hope you will subscribe and come back and visit with me. Under that subscribe button, there is a little notification bell, so if you want to know when I'm uploading, and I'm erratic and sporadic, I mean just Monday I uploaded 3 videos, all in one day, a few hours apart. And probably by the time you see this, it will be Tuesday, and this and my mask for Tuesday of #mask-a-day will be going up. And again, I'm going to thank my subscriber Mirna for giving me the idea of doing mask-a-day, just because she said she was going to, and I'm all, let's do this. I want to do this. This should be fun. And to my subscriber and mutual creator, A Surfer, because he has #Pack-a-Day, being a card ripper, opening up trading cards, ripping open the pack, and he uses the #Pack-a-Day. I think a lot of the card YouTubers do, but now that's where I got #mask-a-day. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please take really good care of yourselves, both mentally and physically, emotionally. Reach out to somebody if you have to, if you're feeling blue. Watch your favorite YouTuber. It doesn't have to be me. Heck, I watch Charmaine, I watch Connie, I watch a lot of other YouTubers to make me happy. So I hope you do the same. So take good care of yourselves, take good care of each other, and I will see you around the net. Bye!